Fun fact, one of the Marvel Cinematic Universe's most powerful Phase 3 heroes nearly popped up in Avengers Age of Ultron. Well, sort of. According to a proud owner of the pricey Infinity Saga box set, a deleted scene illustrates an interesting tidbit disclosed by Marvel Studios head honcho Kevin Feige back in 2015. That Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel, was almost introduced at the conclusion of that film. You may recall that Age of Ultron ended with Steve Rogers and Natasha Romanoff, aka Captain America and Black Widow, assembling a new Avengers team. Tony Stark was taking a breather, Bruce Banner was MIA, and Thor was off-planet investigating the Infinity Stones. Gathered at the Avengers HQ was James Rhodes in his War Machine armor, Sam Wilson, aka the Falcon, and new allies Vision and Wanda Maximoff, also known as Scarlet Witch. The latter made her entrance by flying into the facility, and eagle-eyed viewers noticed that something about Maximoff looked just a little bit off in that scene. That's because the special effects shot wasn't designed for her, but for Danvers, who had yet to be cast. And the subsequent shot of the new team assembled before Rogers and Romanoff was filmed with a stand-in for Captain Marvel front and center, one who was subsequently digitally removed from the scene, as pointed out by a Reddit user who owns the box set. The unaltered shot is finally available for fans to ooh and ah over on the recently released box set, but Feige went public with its existence shortly after Age of Ultron's release. Speaking with Birth, Movies, Death in 2015, Feige explained that while the Good Captain's inclusion was actually part of an early draft of the screenplay, he was never exactly on board with it. Feige explained, "Captain Marvel was in a draft of Age of Ultron, but to me, it would have done that character a disservice to meet her fully formed in a costume and part of the Avengers already, when 99% of the audience would go, 'Who is that?' It's just not the way we've done it before."
You have no idea who I am. I don't even know who I am!
Feige went on to recall how he essentially humored director Joss Whedon, who had gotten it into his head that introducing an iconic, never-before-seen character during Age of Ultron's final seconds somehow wouldn't have confused the hell out of the audience. Feige went on, "The way we reveal Scarlet Witch in costume at the end of the movie, those were Captain Marvel plate shots. Whedon said, 'We'll cast her later.' And I said, 'Yeah, Joss, we'll cast her later.'" Feige then pantomimed whispering to someone else, adding, quote, "We're not putting her in there." Fortunately, Whedon eventually saw it Feige's way, and the King Geek explained that it was actually the director's idea to reuse those plate shots for Maximoff's entrance. Feige dished. Finally, Joss was like, "Let's use those plates to let Scarlet Witch fly into frame, give her a big entrance." And that makes sense. She's come to their side, and she deserves the cool intro, which will feed into another movie we start shooting in a few weeks. The movie to which he was referring, of course, was Captain America: Civil War. That flick's first act hinged on a terrible accident involving Maximoff that prompted the world's government to fast-track the adoption of the Sokovia Accords, which required all superheroes to essentially be registered government agents. Whether or not to fall in line caused a serious rift among the Avengers, leading to the titular conflict, a conflict which, it's safe to say, would have gone a heck of a lot differently had Captain Marvel been involved. Whedon may have eventually remembered that giving out-of-left-field, unheralded introductions to iconic heroes isn't exactly how the MCU has historically gotten down. But before he did, he had designs on introducing another Marvel hero in that final scene as well. He may have even actually done it, had the deal between Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures to share custody of Spider-Man been reached just a little bit sooner. Shortly after Age of Ultron's release, Whedon visited the Empire Film podcast to talk about the picture, and he casually disclosed that if he had gotten his way, Ol' Webhead would have also inexplicably appeared alongside the Avengers in that final scene. According to Slash Film, Whedon explained, "I said it would be great if we could just add a few more, if we could have a Captain Marvel there, and they talked about it. I was like, and Spider-Man, we could do that too, because Sony had approached us during the production of the first Avengers movie about a little integration. So I would have put both of them in, but neither of the deals were made. And then they were like, we're making a Captain Marvel movie and we've got Spider-Man as a property. And I'm like, I've already locked my film, thanks for nothing." Personally, we're glad the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man swung into the MCU when he did, but it's hard not to wonder how things would have panned out had Peter Parker leapt into the fray just a little bit sooner.
Hi, I'm Peter Parker.
Hey, Peter Parker.
The Infinity Saga box set has been released, but good luck getting your hands on one at the suggested retail price of $549.99. The first shipment sold out almost immediately, and they're currently going on eBay for close to twice that. Hopefully Marvel and Disney will get more on retailers' shelves in plenty of time for the holidays. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.